It's a good time, lads. It's a good time. Welcome to the good life.
Let's play.
Welcome to the good life. It's a good life, baby.
I'm a legend of life.
I'm fasting, so music shouldn't be allowed on the TV right now, but it's a good day. In terms of Nagelsmann, Enrique, Conte's now back available. I don't know if I really want Conte. Pochettino I wouldn't take because he's Tottenham, and we never take Tottenham scraps.
Yeah, because it's
So
We've got a Tottenham guy.
yeah, I wouldn't want him. But I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed about any of them, to be honest, because I all feel that they're better managers than Potter. We're never going to be able to get Tuchel back. But
Who do you want? Who do you actually want? Like, which manager do you want? Like, pick your one. Who do you want?
I wouldn't mind. I genuinely wouldn't mind. Like, I'm quite nostalgic in the fact that I would like to see Jose Mourinho back in the bridge.
How's it going, people? Welcome back to the Galacticoz podcast. Boys, do you know what this week marks?
A year?
It's a year, boys.
So wallahi.
A year into
I remember
doing the
Ramadan.
podcast.
That's why I said that. I know it's
Boys,
Ramadan.
big clap, wallah.
Allah.
It's been a year, wallah.
Podcast been a year.
This week it's a year. The most consistent podcast.
In Melbourne?
The other week you gave me a look, that's why.
In Melbourne?
In Australia. I'm going to push it.
Good Australasia, خلاص.
Australasia, like, why not? I'm sure. English speaking in Australasia. There you go. Now we're confirmed.
Everyone speaks English.
Anyways, thank you guys, wallahi, for supporting us for a whole year. Inshallah, we're going to keep going. We're going to take a break maybe when the season ends, but then we're going to come back. Anyways, we're going to... What do you mean? That was genuine, bro. That's from the heart, bro.
Yeah. Good on you, wallahi.
I said this is the first time you hear me say something from the heart.
I was waiting for a teaser drop first.
My guys, I love it.
Come on.
No, we love the support. And we're gonna try and do end the season kind of awards kind of thing, like Galacticoz, SDS, blah blah. Everybody does it. We're gonna do the actual awards, like best player of the season, that kind of thing. But then we want to do our own awards. So make a comment below. Suggest to us what kind of award should we do, Howler of the Year, whatever other suggestions you guys have. And we're going to be doing it maybe in like 7 weeks' time or 8 weeks' time, something like that. But let's get going for today. Our starting lineup, we've got a solid 5 here. Hassanin, Yaqub is back. Yaqub thought he was dropped.
What you thought?
From the show.
So wallahi.
You didn't message me a few weeks on now. I was like, what up?
You thought something's going on, yeah?
Yaqub is back.
Nothing's been going on at Tottenham, that's why.
No, nothing at all. And it's still nothing going on. I don't know what he's doing here. But Yaqub, Amir, Abdullah. Let's get into this, boys. But before we do, a reminder, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Before we get going, did you guys see that thing on your time feeds when you guys are scrolling? AI, the greatest football XI of all time. Artificial intelligence put together.
I know what AI is, but what are we doing
The
now?
greatest football XI. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Listen to this. Buffon is a goalkeeper. Right back is Cafu, Baresi, and Beckenbauer. Centre backs, Maldini, left back. In the midfield, Maradona, Zidane, and Cruyff. Up front, Messi, Pele, and Ronaldo.
Is it stats based?
It should be everything.
It just
really.
comes up with it.
All the stats?
Yeah.
And I think it's other people's opinions.
Says
As well.
Cafu there instead of Dani Alves? Yeah,
Wallah lazim, I didn't like that. There's
you
another thing
didn't
that I
like
don't
that? See?
No, there's a few others that I didn't like.
Just because of that, I agree with it.
No, why is Cruyff in there? I would drop. Oh, where's I9, bro?
No, but I know the length of his career wasn't long enough. Like his greatness wasn't long enough, baby. The peak wasn't long enough. I peak was only like maybe 5 years, bro.
And do you think about it? And do you think Buffon should be the goalkeeper?
was
I was trying to think that.
That would
Buffon
be
played for like
considered
50 years, cuz.
But Buffon was at a top level from my primary from what I remember 99 from Parma, and then he went to
All the way through, because he was at Juventus until he
today.
went to PSG.
No, but he didn't win the Champions League.
No, but he was at the top. He was at the top level. Like he was at top. Like most goalkeepers drop. Like in the last couple of years, they go for.
And with the R9's thing, you said 5 years, yeah? 5 years of domination the whole time? What's the difference between him and Salah?
No, on and off. On and off.
You say
on and
Salah
off.
is-
Ronaldo's was on and off. It was good at Barcelona, then good at Inter.
Ronaldo from 98 to 2000 was unstoppable. And then 2001 he got injured. And then 2002 he came back. 2002 he was unstoppable. 2003 he was
and
good.
then he went to Real Madrid and khalas.
And after Madrid, after 2003,
So what's the
done.
average? What's the average like years that these guys have been like?
No, these guys are all long careers.
Nah,
bro.
man.
They're all long
Beckenbauer?
careers. Yeah.
Beckenbauer was like, yeah. Pele won 3 World Cups, bro, in 3 different eras.
No, Pele. This is the only thing that's keeping R9 out there, bro. It's Pele playing up front. That's why there's nobody else that you can put up
But they
there.
got Maradona on the wing. Like
He's a midfielder.
They're trying to squeeze everyone in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying. It's
problem.
impossible. If you want to play the position card, then Maradona should be where Ronaldo. I'll put Anand above Ronaldo in terms of like his greatness.
That's too much. Now you've
I
lost
like
all
that.
of us.
above.
See, Anand people celebrating all his goals, international goals against who? Against the Luxembourg people celebrate. This guy, like the way he ranks his stats. Yeah, the way people just like it's just.
I like that
That's so
country.
though. Like
Even Harry Kane's all
Pele
like.
scoring against who? Pele scoring
Yeah,
against
through
who?
World Cup finals. They played the World Cup finals. If Liechtenstein, listen, if Liechtenstein or Luxembourg or Andorra, whoever he played, if they played in the world, if he scored against them in the World Cup, then we'd.
So you want to just want to forget all of Ronaldo's goals, all the international goals.
Now you have to respect those goals, man.
Ahmed,
You can't,
you have to admit that a big percentage is against nobody.
But that's
How
that's
many-
most
how
international
many
games,
scores
bro. That's
against
most
that?
international games. Come on, be fair, man.
South America, we had this conversation last week.
Yeah.
South American international games,
Should count for 2, yeah?
count for 2 goals.
Nah, I disagree.
Bro, piss off.
I
I
disagree.
say,
I disagree.
you don't
Against
respect.
Faroe Islands, against Andorra, against Moldova, against Luxembourg. You compare that to playing against Paraguay, against Uruguay, against Colombia. Come on,
harder,
man.
bro.
Well, no, it's not. San Marino. Come on, we've never heard of this place. We don't know these places are, bro. I love man. Come on, wallahi. Well, that's the game, one of the things. Have you seen it's got the Quran, like the 4 foot.
Okay, so if he scores maybe, let's say 100 against all these Taban teams, Taban nations, and then the rest is all against big nations in big tournaments or whatever.
As Messi's goals are
If-
all
I'm
against
saying-
South American qualifiers. South American qualifiers, every game matters, bro. It can be chilling.
Nah, wait, who did Messi break his record against? They organized that WAC friendly so he can break his record.
Not friendlies. I'm talking about just competitive games.
Huh?
That's a friendly?
It looked like a friendly.
Come on, bro,
where do
you-
you win 7-0?
You
Or
see
7-0.
you see the South American qualifiers, because it all goes down to the wide. They're all nail-biting games, bro. Allah they are. They're nail-biting games, because how many different teams from South America qualify? Could be Colombia, could be even Peru.
I
like,
don't-
And
I
they
don't
all
doubt
play
that
against
there's
each other. There's no groups.
So wait, are you saying Ronaldo should be like something should be counted against him for scoring goals against these teams?
I'm just saying, like, not every goal is equal.
I disagree, Allah.
A goal's a goal, man.
Yeah,
Wallahi,
Allah, a goal
come
is a
on,
goal.
bro.
Any
Wallahi,
day,
come
put
on,
it in the
man.
back of the net, Allah.
You complaining and come on about Haaland now, how he's scoring against all these. They're Premier League teams, bro.
I'm not saying that.
No, but you said that's
No,
why
but
I mean,
you actually always do
you
this,
said
Wallahi.
that.
You can't
I
abuse
said
goals
a goal
out.
that impressed me. I didn't say I'm dismissing. Hassan Alvi dismisses his goals against Southampton. I don't want to lie.
I said other things. Alexander Isak is better.
Are
and
you
he's
dismissing
right.
Ronaldo's goals, bro? No, you're dismissing Ronaldo's goals.
Even you said something about Ronaldo's goals in the Premier League as well. When he wallahi about the Newcastle stuff.
No,
Remember when he came?
Oh, shit, you did.
No. Which I think.
I thought you were talking about before he left. Yeah. I know you did. Wallahi.
No.
You did. Anyways, don't worry. This was the AIXI. Wallahi, honestly, I'm very happy with it, except Cafu, Buffon, and maybe Cruyff. But Cruyff, wallahi, if you're playing in midfield, you're playing 3 in the midfield, he has to go in. But other than that,
Is that Baresi?
yeah, Baresi has to be in. Beckenbauer has to be in. Maldini has to be in. Even Maldini, they pushed him out to left back.
I'm not what I'm saying. So they're playing games here too.
Yeah, but you guys know these guys properly? This Beckenbauer and Baresi and stuff? No,
You know
like
their
properly.
achievements.
You just know their achievements, yeah?
That's Jamal before Jamal, bro.
He's the first defender that got up for. But he won the World Cup as a player, as a coach. Come on, man.
Yeah, I want you guys to actually say that you've seen something, wallahi, of it.
I don't want to dwell into this too much. Yeah. You watch. How good do you think Mbappe is? Yeah. I always give this example. One day you're gonna have kids. Yeah. You know what your kids are gonna tell you? Mbappe was bus playing against bus drivers. No, but what I just going to say to you. What are you gonna say?
If my kids start saying, "Oh, Mbappe was the greatest of all
No.
time," That's what I'm saying. That's what you guys are doing now.
Mbappe was playing against bus drivers.
No, but
Was
I'm
playing
saying,
the Farmers
That's my
League.
question.
no.
But that's my question.
But I'm not saying that. You're missing my point.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, the people say for example, your dad say he grew up watching Beckenbauer.
Yeah.
He did, not you. And then you come here and you say, "Oh, Beckenbauer is the greatest" or whatever, because of the stuff that you know from then.
Even look at his highlights, blah blah. It was ahead of his time.
I'm just using it as an example. I say I don't know anything about him. I'm just using it as an example. But I'm
Ahmed,
just saying.
You know what, Ahmed? If you go and watch documentaries, you'll be able to compare that to what's going on.
I
now.
know,
You'll
but
be
what
able to.
I'm
But
saying
because
is,
you haven't-
if you guys have,
don't discredit
I'm
what people
asking
say.
if you guys have-
because you haven't gone and done the research.
I'm saying if you guys have, because I didn't say you guys didn't. I said, have you guys actually seen something?
No,
You don't even need to see
the
Wallah.
essence of what you're saying is anything that's black and white was shit. Anything good is that.
Wallahi, Azim, no. Wallahi, in black and white, there's a bunch of players that are good.
To an extent, it's a fact, but like the only thing that to back up. Hold on, I'll tell you why. Because this Lithuania or whatever, they were probably as good as the teams that Pele played against back in the day. 100% they would have. You tell me all the players that Pele was playing against, can they survive in the professional game right now? They can't survive. They can't survive.
What do you mean, Azam?
It's
They were the talent back there. If they were given the environment that these players have got, they would survive and they would be in it. Khalas? No, what I'm saying is what I mean when I'm saying when you watch it, you're going to be able to compare it here, not because what that level is like compared to this level. Yeah, him, how far ahead he is of the rest, how dominant he is. You'll be able to compare it to current.
The average player in that time, he would compete now. But a transcendent player is a transcendent player.
All
bro.
the ifs and buts that I just said. If they had this, if they had this side, this
Man,
sort of
nobody
stuff or
knows.
whatever. The same thing with this Lithuanian teams. If they had this, they'll be very good. And they'll.
My argument is, you think that soccer is improved so much.
It has.
No, it has. Listen, let me tell you something. So okay, I want to ask something. So in 30 years, you reckon it's gonna be someone faster, even quicker, better than Mbappe?
No, it's got into a stage where it's harder to improve. It's got
See
into
what
a
I'm
stage.
saying? Be honest.
But that's kind of reaching your
Okay, let's say he's how much faster and quicker is he than Mbappe really gonna be?
He won't be.
By an inch, millimeters. You get what I'm saying? That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Wallah, it's not. You don't think.
Also acknowledge what he's saying as well at the same time. Because the best players, even though I somewhat disagree with him, the best players will be the best players. Like Beckenbauer's, your outstanding players. But the only thing for you is I would respect the stories. Even though I don't know Baresi and Beckenbauer, I'll still rate them as legends of the game.
I'll say that.
Because they influence the players that we rate today. Anyway, that's why I'll give them.
I'll say that, but I'll just say like I can't talk that much about them. I can't put them in this list because I know nothing about them. They might have won so many trophies, but they weren't that much better than everyone else. They might have been in packed teams. Yeah, I don't know. So I can't really speak on that.
I want to
That's what
say one last thing. Just wanted to finish off my point. These players that you're saying, even the best players over there, I don't think they will be as good as they are if you drop them. Just take them from there and just drop them. Hold on. Please let me finish my point.
Yeah.
If they grew up here with us right now, Pele would be one of the best players in the world. I believe so because his talent was out of this world. For him to dominate his era, the only thing that I would agree with you on is that they don't pick and choose who they play against. If they won then and they dominated then, khalas, they're good enough. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't hold that against them. That's the only thing.
Ronaldo's an old man on a stick and he's scoring against these guys.
Yeah,
Then there's
Ronaldo.
other players in that team that didn't score. So you don't take any credit away from him.
He's the greatest goal scorer in the world.
Okay. Well, when we start playing the club goal scoring now, is that I'm not saying stacking up. You're saying this doesn't count? You're saying this counts for his record?
Of course it counts.
Okay, bro, Messi's playing at a high level right now, but the goals are the same. But people say, he scored this year as much goals as Messi scored.
Hold on. But go back to what Azam just said. For example, we said Pele right now. We're not going to hold it against because he played with
So you're gonna hold against Ronaldo?
But Ronaldo, no, it's the same thing, but.
No, it's not because Ronaldo's not at the level where he can't. Ronaldo wish he could play that, but he can't. I'm telling you my point. He's playing. You gotta make something.
You can't tell me you can't hold against Ronaldo like that. He's playing in the Saudi League.
Listen to me,
Yeah.
Hassan. Before you start going crazy like this,
One can't make it, one can.
Ronaldo didn't go down. He didn't fall off. I mean, last season it was at United. He was the top striker, Hassan. Top goal scorer as a striker.
No team in Europe wants him.
my bad.
Do you agree or not agree?
Huh?
No team in Europe wants him.
Because of his wages.
Hassan, can you not perform in
if
Europe?
some-
Because of his wages. If he decides to take,
If
I
he
don't know.
cares about his football, drop the wages. He's rich
As
enough.
the guy is a
Stop-
business
stop
as
the
well.
foolishness.
Wallah, Hasim is a
I reckon
business.
even if he dropped his wages, team still would have taken
Nah,
him.
relax.
They'll take
You go
him.
too far.
Well,
No,
they'll
I'm
take
telling
him.
you, Ronaldo.
Many clubs came out and said we cannot afford the
Ronaldo,
wages.
Come on, bro.
It's not even about the wages. Ronaldo is at a stage of his career where he's more of a hassle than he's a benefit to the team. Wallah, he is. And that's the truth.
Subjective.
You make it sound like these teams that Real Madrid would take him if he drops salary. No, they wouldn't.
Okay.
No, Real Madrid, no.
No, come on.
Real Madrid.
Can I make one point to you? Can I make-
Even Real Betis would have taken him.
Can I make
No,
one point to you?
salary.
All right, Hassan, can I make one point
Well,
to
I
you?
wouldn't, bro.
What league does Messi play in right now?
He's in France.
Okay, if,
So the top.
if he took a pay cut and went to Sporting, would you hold that against him if he scored goals?
Oh, Ronaldo?
Yeah.
No, I would
Would you hold
respect that
against
more. I would respect that more.
Then Sporting literally said we would have taken him, but we just can't afford his wages.
No, but I would respect that. But he can do that if he wants.
I don't think that's entirely true. I think that's out of respect because he's an ex-player and he's a Portuguese legend and all of this. I
Okay,
100%.
this is
Nah,
just ifs.
wallah.
This is just
Yeah,
ifs
yeah,
now for
wallah,
you guys.
you
Wallah,
Why would
it's just ifs.
Ronaldo not want to
It's
take a
just-
pay cut to stay in Europe?
Because he knows-
when the team was in the Champions League in the group stages.
You know what?
And he cares
I'll
about
give you,
his
I'll give you
Champions League
Ronaldo's
record.
Why? I'll give you Ronaldo's response. I won everything. He won everything. What is it?
So he doesn't care about. Wasn't he retire?
Huh?
Wasn't he retire?
Because Ronaldo only cares about being the top goal scorer of all time, and Nasser's goals still count for him. You can say it's petty. No, you can say it's petty. You can say it's petty.
Wallah, stinker.
And to
No,
go
you can say
back,
it's petty.
Yeah, wallah.
said,
No. Say okay. Even say that, but you can't. But you what?
Oh, no, against him. It's that petty,
Wallah, you
wallah.
can't hold it against him.
no.
Anyways, just to go back to your point about Mbappe, is someone gonna be faster than him? Mbappe didn't work on his speed. He did not. This is something that was already given to him.
You missed my point.
Wallah,
There's
it's
players
going
that
nowhere,
came in the 80s. You guys don't even know that one. I was Platini. Platini won 3 Ballon d'Ors in a row, bro. And no one even knows who he is.
And there has been a player that's faster than Mbappe, Mudrik. He's faster. He's faster, come on. And when that guy kicks off, Allah Hazim is gonna be unbelievable. والله العظيم.
انت والله عامر you don't know how to stay on topic.
والله
نطت كده بس.
لا I have to والله.
خبط الموضوع والله.
Let's kick things off.
I
and
don't know what episode. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Let's kick things off. And let's kick it off with a preview of Everton versus Tottenham.
Yeah.
حسنين you're back in the bottom 3 والله. You are.
Yeah, but
You're third last.
What happens when we win a game?
If you win tomorrow,
You go 12th.
12th. والله.
Anyways, let's start with Antonio Conte. We didn't actually speak about him.
Yeah, well, ask me. You weren't
sacked.
here. Yeah, were you?
No, he wasn't. What did you think of it, Wallah Azim? Did you do and that rant, by the way, the whole rant that he did, blah blah blah? Were you on it?
Well, I was cute, but he needed to go. Well, I need to go. Wallah.
He's a skunk, yeah.
Agree
with what I said?
Wallah, he's actually a skunk. You know that.
Wallahi.
Nah, come on, bro. Are you with him as well?
Wallah, Conte is the biggest skunk. And
So you
mind
actually think what he
So
did
you
was
called
wrong?
everyone a skunk that episode.
you know Jose Mourinho? He's actually an honourable manager. Conte is not an honourable manager, wallah. There's actually nothing honourable about him. He came in, and mind you, he had personal issues. 2 of his friends died, what's not. So we have empathy on that. But wallah, he's no honour. Because he came in, he knew it was a long project. You look at Tottenham. No, everyone knew Tottenham is a long project. This guy expected to sign Perisic and a couple other players, and what did he expect? I don't understand.
Because I want to say something. Why do you guys keep chasing managers that don't want you?
Huh?
No, I'm not disrespectful. I'm not doing this.
Because Daniel Levy, the chairman of the club, he sees Tottenham where we're not. He goes, I need a world-class manager. But you don't even have a world-class team. What's the point of bringing a world-class manager? You know what I mean?
Coaches are using you guys to get better jobs. Now, dude.
No, I don't think so.
What is
It was only Mauricio Pochettino.
It's Man United. No, Pochettino, but he's going for some
Pochettino went to the Champions League final. No, Pochettino. Who else steps up from Tottenham?
Oh, Mourinho wanted to step up when Man United job. Conte wanted Man United.
No, Jose Mourinho wanted to revive his career at Tottenham. He wanted to do something that no one could do before. But Daniel Levy didn't let him do it. That's not even Jose Mourinho's fault.
I think Jose Mourinho would have done something. Wallah,
No, that wasn't even Mourinho's fault. This one, wallah, to be honest, that was a failure from Conte. I honestly believe it was a failure from Conte, wallah.
Because I don't know how Tottenham can solve their problems. They're at a stage where Liverpool were when they sacked Brendan Rodgers when they got Jurgen Klopp. But the problem is Jurgen Klopp at the time was one of the most sought after managers in Europe. And Liverpool still managed to get him.
Conte was sought after, bro.
Tottenham can't do that, bro.
Conte was sought after, bro. What are we talking about here?
He wasn't sought after. He wanted the
Man United wanted him.
Get it.
Man United wanted him.
No, he did.
Wallah, Man United wanted him.
He didn't.
Wallah, he wanted him.
He wanted them.
Oh, come on, bro. Allow it, bro. Come on.
He wanted Liverpool.
Who? Conte?
Yeah. No, Conte.
Conte wanted United.
Conte,
and they didn't want him.
United wanted Conte.
Nah, it's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Yes, they did, bro. Yes, they did.
Why they didn't? Even Gary Neville spoke about it.
Yeah.
Gary Neville goes, he spoke to
Gary Neville's a waffler, man.
Gary Neville's he's plugged in Man United, bro. He goes, we don't want this guy. I remember the thing was my creature's going off. It's like saying, why wouldn't you grab him? He's like, we want that Dutch guy. This is like a year before they even got that guy.
Anyways, Tottenham get people who.
But now opportunity came last night. You can get Brendan Rodgers now, bro.
No.
Wallah, who do you want?
Well, you know what I think, wallah?
Relax.
Hassan, I don't know these guys.
No, I actually
Your own
want Luis
podcast,
Enrique.
yeah?
Luis Enrique.
Luis
he
Enrique.
Spanish
I don't know if he would work in the Premier League.
Is he in Spanish?
No, he left.
He's
begging.
Anyways,
begging.
with this Tottenham team,
Sack,
wallah,
wallah,
I don't think a
everybody
manager is
getting
actually the solution to this, wallah. Like if you look at the squad, I don't know. You guys said it's good on paper or something. It's not good, wallahi. Wallahi, it's not good. Like not to diss them or anything.
It's a better team on paper.
That's wallah.
I'm a better team on paper. Everton us.
No. Wallah, it's not.
Everyone calls it a different name. Muhammad calls you.
I was in my head from your brother.
Mohamed Reis.
Listen, the squad itself, Allah has on paper, it's not that good. Who do you guys have as?
Hold on, but on paper we're up there with United.
Nah, you're not. Wallah, let's be honest.
Because you guys spend more money than us. I don't understand.
No, not that. Yeah, my bad. Guys, no, let's be honest.
No, wallah, we actually got a good team.
Can't wait to
Wallah,
talk about that trash team,
come on, we have a good team, wallah.
Wallah, we gotta speak one at a time. Wallah.
Okay, no,
This is already
let's
a
be
hour.
honest, wallah. If you want to compare the positions, you want to compare this Giza Romero who gets a red card every
He's better
second.
than all your centre backs.
Wallah, he's not better than Varane. He's not better than Martinez.
Astaghfirullah.
Amir,
Fast extra 3 days.
Anyone
Fast
turn this
extra
to
3 days.
United? Anyone
stop
do
talking
this?
United.
Fast
He
extra
did
3
it.
days.
Stop, wallah.
And then fullbacks, Yaqub.
Huh?
Fullbacks.
What's my homeboy's name? Pedro Porro is better than all your fullbacks.
Wallahi, our second fullbacks.
Please don't say wallah. Please don't say wallah.
This is my opinion, so
Please.
I can say wallahi.
But please don't say
Our
wallah.
second
No, please don't.
fullback.
Actually hurts me when you say wallah.
Our second fullbacks. We have Wan-Bissaka and then Dallo on that
Wan-Bissaka
side.
doesn't even
And
know
we
how
have
to dribble a
Shaw.
ball. Actually, you know I'm a better dribbler than Wan-Bissaka. He's actually
Anyways,
so
wallah,
bad.
this is going
He's
too
a
far.
defender,
wallah.
Anyways,
Wallah,
let's go back to Tottenham and let's go back to Conte. Wallah, I just want to say one thing.
He brought it to me.
Stop.
Wallahi, he brought it to me. I didn't say
Conte.
Bring this guy back. Look, he's
worse than Nile.
Let me just say one thing about Conte is when the proposal came to him about Tottenham, you look at Tottenham, any normal, decent, even man, not even a world-class man, any decent manager looks at that and says, this is a long-term project, okay? Long-term project. Conte looked at this project and said, I'm going to win now. I'm telling you. And at least he did.
He's a liar, bro.
No,
He bought old men. That's
Bro,
what he's saying.
Because who did he bring? Perisic?
if you sign Perisic, does it look like you want to win 5
See
years
you
or
later,
now?
man.
He wanted experience now. He wanted, and he was in the Champions League. He told himself, "This guy won the Champions League. I'm gonna, bro. I'm telling you, this guy wanted to win now." There was
makes sense,
even the 60 million Richarlison spent. Like, how do you even
He's
explain
not
that?
a long-term project.
It doesn't make
manager,
sense.
though. He's not.
Yeah, but that goes to show you how dumb he is.
No, it's
He's
how dumb
stupid.
Levy is. Why would he get somebody that usually does their work in 2-3 years and dips? Why would you get someone like that if you've got a long-term project on?
Because no. No. I actually think
Top four, anybody can get you
me,
top four,
even
like.
me as a Tottenham fan, I wanted Conte because we wanted short term. We wanted even if he can get us a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup.
Why did you go for it last
time?
time? Why did you see your players when you had the chance against Southampton?
Yeah.
Why did you send your players down?
We had Spursy players.
Nah, but it doesn't matter about like.
Anyways,
you
Conte
played-
Wallahi was complaining about the same thing you were complaining about. But who do you want to come in next right now?
I want Luis Enrique, and wallahi, I just want to make. I want to make. I was trying to shy away from this statement, wallahi al-adim, but we're actually in a very, very dangerous time, Tottenham. We've got Brendan Rodgers on the market, and we've got what's the other one was name? Graham Potter. No, Graham
Potter's on the market already.
He's on the market. I'm telling you, wallahi, and mind you, Harry Kane is not extending his contract. If Mr. Tottenham Hotspur leaves, and mind you, Harry Kane is Mr. Tottenham Hotspur. If Mr. Tottenham Hotspur leaves Tottenham, and we bring in Graham Potter or what's his name, Brendan Rodgers.
Relegation.
I'm on the transfer market. Wallahi al-azim.
Hey guys, Brendan Rodgers is a good coach, man. Wallahi, he's a good coach.
No, yeah, for Everton.
I think
You get him.
We
We don't want him. We don't want Brendan
We've
Rodgers.
won as much as you guys have. You know
We
that,
don't
yeah?
want Brendan Rodgers.
Anyways, listen, how's Everton against Tottenham gonna go, brother?
Guys, you know what? Where is it first of all?
Scrappy.
Is that Everton?
yeah, it's at Goodison Park.
Goodison? You know how this goes, bro. Fortress.
Wallahi, it's not gonna go good
1-0.
for you.
1-0, back the bus.
It's not looking good for you guys. Well, I'll be honest.
Wallahi, I actually don't. I don't want to finish in the
Yeah,
Champions League.
wallahi.
Wallahi.
Wallah, we're a bully team. At home, cuz, any corner throwing must stay away, but we see Tarkovsky going forward, you know what's up.
Wallahi, with Newcastle's performance, we won't finish top four. We won't finish top four.
Fire, wallah.
Anyways, we just spoke about it. Brendan Rodgers just got sacked. The other person that got sacked, we didn't speak about him. Abdullah, thanks for reminding us, was Nagelsmann.
That is ridiculous.
Did you see what
was heartless,
Fabrizio Romano wrote? He said he's still under contract at Bayern. They didn't release him like that. He said
Nah,
he's
what do you
still
mean?
until
His
2026.
position's filled.
But they
He's
didn't
on the
get rid of
books.
him. Yeah, they
Nah,
didn't get rid of him.
they'll have to pay him out.
So they have to like
Until
if
he
a club
finds a new
comes to
job,
him,
until he finds a new job, he's on the payroll.
yeah. So if a club comes for
he's
him,
not working for them.
the club actually needs to say that okay, you know, we'll let him go or like some sort of money.
Do you
stuff.
think this is an idea here? But do you think Bayern were panicking? They just wanted Thomas Tuchel before anyone
Yeah,
gets him.
Yes.
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
Exactly.
That was-
He
no,
was
otherwise
he
he
was
ran.
out. He was available, and they did not want anybody else to get him.
But Thomas Tuchel's been available.
Yeah, but
He's
They
gonna
panicked.
get
Yeah, they
his
panicked.
it was never this bad. Like they didn't have a reason to sack this guy.
Why do they have a reason now?
They still don't know. They really don't have a reason.
Am I missing
He
something?
dropped a little bit in the Bundesliga, so the first chance that came, they're like, see you later.
What a big club. Wallahi.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very well this year, though. They're right behind them. That's
Yeah,
probably
man,
the
that's
reason.
what it is.
Wallahi, amazing.
The
Wallahi.
first wobble in the league, they're like, see you later.
You know them those guys without any manager, I reckon they will still win that league. Wallah.
Yeah, that's
Wallahi al-azim, bro.
That league needs a reshuffle, bro. That league needs a salary. You know what that league is? That league needs a salary cap, like football, like the A League. Well, it does. It's not fair. Yeah, well, it's not fair. 10 years in a row, one club wins 10 years in a row. That's ridiculous.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyways, Amir and Yaqub, stop having conversations by yourselves. Wallah, it's not going to work like this.
Sorry.
Let's get into this, the weekend review. Let's start with Manchester City against Liverpool. This is the game that we watched together, Abdullah. Pep Guardiola, Wallah, it just looked too easy for him, Wallah, again. This guy, Wallah, I don't know what it is about him. Even though they got to a great start, Liverpool, it looked like خلاص we were like draw, okay, at least draw, something like that. Because we're all Arsenal fans right now, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
You said we're gonna win the league.
I said, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you're
know
Arsenal
why.
fan. Come on.
No, I'm not a fan of Arsenal. I hope they choke. I
Why?
hope they lose the league, wallahi.
Why?
But there's something about that
I just
team,
want to
bro.
But
win
it's
that.
most likely that they'll win. Yeah, that's it.
Because with that Liverpool side anyway,
Inshallah, they don't.
I don't know what's going on. Why Darwin Núñez was on the bench? Injury or what is it? Because that guy should start a game like that. Wallahi.
He's been informed, bro.
Wallahi al-azim.
Yeah.
He's
Uniform.
actually a dangerous guy. Even though you have no clue what he's about to do, he's actually really, really dangerous.
Is he more
wallahi.
dangerous than Jota?
Wallahi he is. Wallahi he is. You know why? Jota Abdullah?
I think he
I'll
Jota's
say-
coming back. He's coming back from an injury. That's why.
No, I'll
But
say Abdullah Jota.
Jota at his best.
is more predictable. I'll say this compared to Darwin Núñez, you have no clue what he's about to do. He'll
And
stick
it
his
could-
leg
yeah,
this way, he'll go
exactly,
this
and it
way,
could-
and
he's
then he'll
awkward,
hit
yeah,
it.
he's awkward, yeah.
All shit too.
What I'm saying to you,
what?
no, Wallah is not because he's got pace. He can actually like threat the.
And he makes
back
good runs,
line.
bro.
Wallahi al-azim.
He's
Wallahi.
timing. He runs into the box.
In that whole,
He's
in that
running
whole
behind
team,
are dangerous, yes,
in that
good.
whole team, you know, the front
running
three of
behind.
Liverpool. Only Salah looked like when he gets the ball, he can actually go and do something.
come
And
on,
Gakpo
Gakpo looked
and
amazing, bro.
Gakpo as well.
Wallahi,
But
you know
Gakpo,
that-
the problem with Gakpo is getting it deep. He's dropping so far deep, even though he's playing as a 10 or false 9 or whatever it is. He's dropping so far deep next to Hendo and Fabinho, and then turning and then hogging the ball so hard. It's ugly, bro. If he turns and plays and then goes for a run, Salah would easily play it off, or someone else will play it off.
Bro, it doesn't matter what that Liverpool team tried to do.
It's just an old
Man
team, bro,
City were
wallahi.
just too good, bro. And people need to start speaking about Mahrez as the second best player at Manchester City.
He's fantastic.
That
He's
guy
too good,
is
wallah.
so dominant.
Second best player?
After De Bruyne,
No, that's
after
obscene.
De Bruyne, there's nobody that impacts the
What,
game
technically or something?
individually.
No, I reckon he is, bro.
Individually,
But yeah, who else? Who would you say? Who would you say? Bernardo Silva?
Haaland, Grealish.
You know who I'm...
Really, is unbelievable, bro.
Haaland?
Come on,
Mr.
bro.
Haaland.
Haaland's a goal scorer. He's not a player.
I guess so. Okay, that's fair, wallah. That's fair. That's fair enough.
Not for me, wallahi. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me.
Is this your favorite archetype or something?
Not for me.
Just because you don't like scoring, bro. It's still
Not
part
for
of the
me,
game.
bro. Not
It's
for
a
me.
big thing in
Nah,
the
he's right. It's Haaland. wallah.
Unless De Bruyne,
that's madness,
Which one is
bro.
more of a skill, Azam? Which one is harder to do?
It's not even about that. Wallah. To Abdullah's point,
Nah, bro.
if you put someone from the bench, Haaland or this guy, who's more likely to affect the game more?
Oh,
I reckon Mahrez.
I cannot believe we're
You
discussing
think
this.
so?
Haaland, bro.
What are you
This is
saying?
Haaland needs service, bro. Mahrez can do it by himself.
By
I
himself,
think you're a
bro.
bit biased because that's your
By
type of players,
himself.
wallah. I think those are your type of players that you like.
That is true, but
Because
There's
he's
no way.
unbelievable,
Wallah,
bro.
he's true. He's got a point there.
Did you see how he destroyed
Yeah,
Van
but
Dijk?
he's
But
just
how?
like, but Grealish is
Wallahi,
the
he
best player of the game, but
He gave Van Dijk a hat.
Grealish had
That was his
his
best game
best
in a City
performance
shirt.
for Manchester City.
That was the best City shit.
and Alexander Arnold, but we got to talk about that guy, man. The guy, he's just like
He's done
He's
it.
the only player I've ever seen where he has to play 90 minutes. I don't care. He's gonna play, but the mistakes he makes, bro. See that goal where he didn't run back? That was some lazy shit, man. Like he gave
It's
him.
always
Bro,
sad,
Liverpool
like,
needs
the
the
whole
season
team,
10.
bro.
Liverpool
You know
needs
the
season
whole
10.
even Van Dijk had a stinker. You see what I was saying last time about the. I was telling you guys this when we were watching the game about. I said it to you guys over the phone. When how he defends, how he just drops and lets you come in all the way into the box or wherever the heck you want to go, and then he acts like he's just like carefree and he just sticks a leg and he blocks it or whatever. Him letting you drive all the way in is what an attacker wants. Wallahi al-Azim, it's the best thing ever. You go all the way in,
closer you get to the goal, the more
it's
options you
dangerous.
have.
No,
Yeah.
not the options. That even in the box, you can drop a shoulder and move. If he touches you, it's a pen. They're all scared. Like that's the worst place to be. And this guy, he's never gonna change his defending. He's just jockey the whole time until he
would've
gets
changed it by
taken
now.
out.
He never
terrible, wallah.
goes forward because
He doesn't engage.
He's not
Yeah,
proactive. Yeah, he's not
doesn't go
proactive.
in.
Like you
He's
never
scared.
see him go
That's
out
what
there.
people
and
said
make
once. I think Cristiano says he's the best fullback of all centre back of all time. in the Premier League. No way.
It's not because they say because he's
Vidic,
clean.
you're talking about Vidic. Vidic always goes in,
He
bro.
goes in, yeah. You need to go win the ball. That's your job.
They say because he's clean or whatever. Even in the interview when they were talking to him and Matip, when Matip used to be a starter, it's like Matip gets all the work during the game. He's just chilling. And then after the game, Van Dijk was class. Van Dijk was this. Because he's just doing seconds. Yani, the attacker would take on Matip or something and he has to cover. That's light work for any defender. That's easy. That's a 2v1. He just does that over and over. Or jockeys. I can't say he's the best one.
Mind you, he actually thrives in a press. You know that Van Dijk, he thrives in a press. Now they're always being attacked. He's on the back foot. He doesn't know what to do. And he's not used to that.
But I'll tell you this, wallahi, when I'm watching that game, I don't know, I wanted to say at the start, when we first brought this up, when we're just watching Pep Guardiola, it seems like he doesn't care about anything else, he just wants Arteta to win this thing.
Yeah, he just wants to catch Arteta. Because you
He's
know
so
why?
bad,
Because he's
bro.
going to feel like it's his fault giving us Jesus and Zinchenko.
Wallahi, it feels like
That's
they
why.
just want the Prem, they don't want anything else.
Yeah, he doesn't care now. Khalas.
Pressure's on, bro. But let's move on to the next game, Arsenal versus Leeds. Gabriel Jesus is back.
Abdullah, you gonna apologize to him? Or not?
Back.
You gonna apologize to him or not? You're talking shit about him, wallahi. Wallahi, you Abdullah. Wallahi, Abdullah.
You actually have to apologize. wallah.
needs a lot of chances.
Yeah, wallah, you actually have to apologize.
Look
wallah.
at his stats. Has me scoring nothing. Well, look, you're saying that about him?
Yeah.
Boys,
You're apologizing?
He's still missing just like he was before, bro. What are you saying, Hassan?
Guys, I don't understand how that's.
Am I wrong in what I said?
No, he misses a lot, Hassan.
He does.
Not say that?
No, he doesn't. And wallah, his effort off the ball and shit, wallah, is remarkable, bro.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Wallah,
So
Azim,
good.
and he's agile on the floor. He doesn't.
Because he's
No.
He's Arsenal's best player.
That today, that's what I was saying to Azam. He looks a bit stiff after that injury.
Nah,
Wallahi,
it's
he
only
looked a
short-term
little
injury.
bit
It's
stiff.
not
Nah,
major.
wallahi.
It's not major. It's
No,
a
sure.
3-month injury, bro.
Yeah, but
he looks-
he looks a
It was
bit
a while,
stiff.
wasn't it?
wallahi.
Since November he played.
3 months, bro. He got injured in December. He came back in March.
No, he's not enough. I don't even think Bukayo Saka can
He's
do that when
fine.
he gets the ball and just.
And why did they play Saka again? Because
He was ill. He was ill. I
Because
think.
they want. No,
He was
injured.
unwell.
He was
And
on-
he
he was on
played
the
2
bench.
games for England.
Yeah, but Saka doesn't get hit about that.
Huh?
Well, it's not. Saka's type of player that can play every game.
Saka is the only player in this team that doesn't have a backup. He doesn't have, we don't have cover for Saka. He's played every single game this whole season.
And you see what I was saying about the Somerville guy?
Somerville, yeah.
Well, at the start they look
He's a
really
machine.
threatening, bro.
But you know what? This is the thing. They look threatening. They created the first 2 clear-cut chances, but wallah, it didn't even feel like a threat to Arsenal. It didn't.
But they had this one player. What's that Danish player? The one with who was wearing the.
He's not English. Aronson.
Aronson, yeah.
He's American.
Aronson, the American guy.
Number
Yeah.
seven.
He's probably
Yeah,
He's
Laab.
actually
Which
good,
one? Which one is he?
Aronson,
number
midfield.
7.
Midfield.
He plays as a 10. He plays
How
as a
many
10.
Americans do
Because
they have?
they've got big
This
games
Michael, I was
coming.
getting that going.
6 pointers, but
Cause they have
Nottingham Forest and shit next.
Yeah, I'm thinking, why take this guy up? This guy's the best player.
Cause so it's Aaron's, Adams, and McKennie.
Harrison, the American.
Yeah. Adams,
They got 3
McKennie,
Americans.
and
My
that guy,
Jesse
they
Marsh
all-
collected them all and
Cause
dipped.
they're all midfielders. And then they have.
What about Somerville? Is he English?
Yeah, he's English.
He's English, not
He's English.
Because I like him, bro.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just too
good.
tiny. He's a little bit too tiny, but he's
If they get relegated, he'll get picked
Wallah,
up.
he's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll definitely
easy.
get picked up. Wallah.
Everton, wallah, will take him.
Him and the guy at Nottingham Forest, Gerard Dak, the little one that keeps scoring. What's
Johnson?
his name?
No.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson,
Brennan Johnson,
yeah.
yes.
The Welsh one.
Yeah, he scores every week.
But he's
cuz.
not that good of a player, but if you actually watch him.
No, but
Well, he's over the last few weeks he's improved.
Right, you
Like,
know,
in the
it's-
beginning he was wet. Yeah, well,
Gibbs White is
actually,
معلم. You know Gibbs White and Ismail Munuda, Emil Smith Rowe played in the under 21s and they're both 23 for England in the last night.
So right now,
Yeah. Stinkers like that. They allowed overage players.
Still young.
These old men played. Yeah, they allowed 2 or 3.
Is 23.
Yeah, but it's under 21s.
Oh, is it under 21? I thought you said under 23.
It's England under 21s.
God damn.
that's crazy.
how can they allow 23-year-olds to
Well,
play
let's keep
under
plays
21?
with
You're allowed. You're allowed.
What the hell's up?
Anyways,
That's like
Arsenal are
two
looking
overage
confident,
now.
Abdullah. Wallahi. It looks like next game is the most important one, right?
Next one, that's the one that's gonna define if
Liverpool, yeah?
if we're really gonna win this away at Anfield. Yeah,
That's dangerous, wallah.
that's
Good time to get Liverpool though, right now.
no, it's not. It's not
No.
even about Liverpool.
No,
bro.
we
It's a
thought
good
that as
time-
well.
It's a good time.
We love that so. Wallahi, no.
Nah, it's a good time for us to play them.
It's bad.
Because after the World Cup, we were a little bit out of form. Like it was a wobbly period. Martinelli wasn't scoring. Xhaka wasn't playing well. Everyone looked leggy. Now everybody's back on, except for Saka. For Arsenal, he looked good for England, so he's gonna be full of confidence when he comes back. Arsenal looking good.
Is that the first game?
Who?
The Chelsea-Arsenal game? I
No,
mean,
no, no.
Arsenal...
It's the last game of the weekend.
Last game, man.
Sunday night.
Oh,
What, decent time or no?
But Monday's public holiday. It's alright.
yeah, it is, yeah.
Is that actually?
What's the public holiday?
Easter?
Easter?
You'll never know, Azza.
I don't know. I'm gonna take it regardless.
The Easter, huh?
Guy to bet anyway, so who cares?
Makes no difference.
Do exactly what we're doing right now.
Well, that's the problem. You don't enjoy the public holidays anymore. Anyways, listen, there's a question that I wanted to ask. I don't know. I want to actually get you. I don't know if you actually even rate this guy. So yeah, I hope this is a bit more to you. I even know you don't like Arsenal players, so it doesn't even matter. But me and Hamid and Abdullah were having this conversation. Who's more technical, Zinchenko or Odegaard? Think about this one. Think about it before you.
He's a better player than I thought, bro.
Technical.
I agree as well.
Technical.
He's
Yeah.
a better player than I thought.
But to say
wallah.
technical
And Man
is a
City, I
bit-
liked him, but I didn't think he's like that. Because I'm not giving my hope on Odegaard. I still think Odegaard's upside is too much. I can want upside if his upside is too high. He's too high. His upside. His upside is Ballon d'Or. Wallahi,
Odegaard?
Upside. Yeah, Odegaard.
Yeah, you're just waffling now.
Is Odegaard a better player than Fabregas, Azza?
No,
No way.
I want to know what he
No
thinks
way,
now.
wallah.
no, Hassan.
Odegaard achieved more when
And
he's younger.
this is what I'm saying. No, he didn't.
What are you
No,
saying?
Fabregas won the World Cup at 21.
Yeah, no. I was opposite what I meant. Sorry.
And
Fabregas achieved too much at that age. So
Martin Odegaard, for somebody that is his game depends on just affecting the game going forward, he doesn't do enough for me. He doesn't. There's a lot of pretty things playing around the corners and stuff. Not enough bacon. Not enough bacon. Man, Fabregas was all goals and assists.
You know what it
Numbers
is,
were high. That's what I would want from a 10.
You know what it's like?
And
I
when
said?
the Azam's question of who's more technical,
Don't bring the strength into
and
it.
Fabregas impacted winning.
I thought about it further, Azam. I thought about it further. Odegaard looks like the more technical player because all of his play has to involve technical aspects. Zinchenko has a lot of time on the ball. That's what sometimes you can think he's less technical because he's got time on it. Like I think Zinchenko could do exactly what Martin Odegaard. Like he's as technical as he is. He's not worse.
I don't know about picking
Nah,
the
nah,
passes. Though.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know about the
about-
picking
yeah.
the
I
passes.
think he's got that in him.
No,
I don't know about that.
I was literally
I
about
think
to say
he's got
that.
that in him.
Maybe like they were on the ball.
Because I watch these guys
These
every
passes?
week, bro.
Nah,
Odegaard,
that's ridiculous, that's
doesn't
crazy.
always pick the right
I reckon
pass.
I'd
And when he does, it's not always the right
but
angle,
you're-
not always the right pace, not always. It's not as good as you watch it when you see the
But
highlights.
I'll tell you something. Odegaard, I'll tell you when Odegaard will be a great player after this next season. When after Arsenal win the league, inshallah they don't. But
I don't think he'll be a better player than he was this season. I don't think so.
I agree as well.
Wallahi, I don't think so.
I struggle to see him getting any better, to be honest.
Yeah, wallahi.
Wallahi.
Wallahi, he looks very limited. Wallahi,
I struggle to see
wallahi,
it.
being very honest. And you know what it's like? You remember how you were talking about Ozil? How like some games you think, oh, what am I gonna get from him?
yeah,
Whatever.
he's on that level too.
Even though
Mind you,
that
I
wasn't
agree,
correct.
by the way.
Even though that wasn't correct.
that was
But
correct.
that's what I see about Odegaard. He can get
You are
pushed out of
definitely
games easily.
Because I
He's
realized
not that
Odegaard, every
involved.
time he takes a shot or anything from outside, it always looks like he's gonna go in. What he does?
He's not even Shawat, bro. Wallahi, he's not Shawat like that.
Bad take.
Wallahi,
bad
he's
take.
not.
Ay, nah.
Partey is better at shooting. Xhaka is better at shooting than him.
Shaw's
Wallahi,
got a better
Azim.
foot.
And Partey as well, bro.
Abdullah, Wallah, Xhaka Bus, you play of the year, 100%.
Wallah, he's in contention, wallah. He's in
First thing
contention,
that I've got
Abdullah.
to apologize to Allah is Bukayo Saka. That's the problem. Because there comes a time where it doesn't matter what it looks like. If it's getting the job done, it's getting the job done.
Alhamdulillah, ala salam, wallah.
That's one player that I've got to apologize. Like, it might as well be Xhaka, none of this foolishness.
60 episodes
60 episodes.
to get that out.
I still like him at left back though.
Never gonna happen, wallah. Moving on, Newcastle versus Manchester United. Damn, your team got the work.
Let me say something before you start. Wallah Azim, that team of yours was disgusting.
You know what's funny? We're gonna finish second. I hate this shit club so much.
Don't talk,
I hate them so much, wallah.
Listen, Hasanet, if you don't win your next game, you're gonna relegate. So shut up. Stay out of this completely, wallahi. And secondly, that game, wallahi. Azim,
And thirdly, you said Bruno Fernandes doesn't have bad games.
if he has a bad game on the ball, he's definitely doing shit on the pitch.
No,
Wallahi.
he's not. He
That's
didn't
what
do
I mean.
anything off the ball this game or against Liverpool.
Abdullah, but anyway, let me just address Azam's question, okay?
He didn't
Okay.
ask you.
Give me a
You
chance.
didn't ask a question, but you
just
asked me
said
what
a
I think,
statement,
okay? You said what I think. Let me finish first. That game, wallahi, we couldn't even breathe. I don't understand, wallahi, what happened. I can't even say, if Casemiro was there or not. They were just.
Casemiro's still out.
Wallahi, that was the game of the. They have 2 more. He has 2 more games to be out. You know that? 2 more games. He's out
They
for 2
came
more.
for revenge from the Carabao Cup final. Wallahi,
Why did they
and
play like
gave
that?
you the work.
Why did they play like that in the final, bro?
It's the nerves,
It's
bro.
experience, yeah, it's experience.
Ben, I don't.
They are better team than you guys, but in every position.
Yeah.
Wallahi,
Oh,
they
wallahi,
look like it.
wallahi, I ain't gonna lie to you.
They look like it
They
so
look like it.
every position. If Joe Willock actually knew how to aim, well, it would be 5-6-0, bro.
You know what the difference is?
But
They
it's
look
one
like that 1 performance or 6 performances a year. That's the difference.
No, not this year.
They've
Not
won
this
3
year.
in a
Not
row
this year.
and they've looked
Shut
good.
up. Wallahi, when you talk about this,
3 in a row, wallahi,
I'm not
Ahmed, they
talking-
look good.
Isanda,
Wallahi.
when you're saying they're better than United, Wallah Azim, you're high. You're high. A good performance like this does not mean that they're better than United.
I
Wallah
hope they
Azim,
finish
they're
above
not.
you,
Wallahi,
wallahi, and
they're
they
not.
recruit better than you, and they keep you below them, wallahi.
Okay, firstly, the recruitment is very scary, Wallah, with the Arab earners. They might actually be a crazy club next year if they continue like
Because
this.
if you guys had
Anyway, let me
Alexander
talk
Isak,
about my game,
wallahi,
yeah.
if you guys had Alexander Isak instead of the away goals guy,
Yeah, let me talk about this
What a
idiot.
star,
Let me talk
wallahi.
about this idiot, Wallahi al-Azim. The shittest striker on this earth, Wallahi al-Azim, he has started every single game. So far, he hasn't missed a game. Every Premier League game.
but he's
He
not-
hasn't done
not on a
shit.
score
you know what Gary
boost,
Neville
No,
said
he's
after the
not
game?
Wallahi,
Ahmed?
wait.
He's trying his best. I can't fault him. This is how good he is.
It's actually a fair take.
That's all it is.
Bro, it's
You know,
true.
Azam, you know what it
He's
is?
doing his best, wallahi. He's just shit.
You know what his best is, Wallahi?
Like I never said. That is the worst diss, wallah.
But to be honest, you know what, Azam? Because the whole game, he looks like he's actually, like, he'll press this guy, and then he'll go press this guy. And then he'll go press it. He's
working hard, wallahi.
He's so, like, such a hard worker off the ball. But then when the ball comes to him, leave it. Like, give it back here. Take it. I don't want it. Until I get in the box, yeah. When you take a shot, yeah, I was open. But he didn't want it. Wallah, he didn't want it. And that chance that he got when Anthony
Yeah,
created.
played him through.
Anthony Muallim.
And it's trash.
Let me just ignore that, bro. Ignore that. Just what I'm saying is that chance that he got when Anthony put him through. Tell me any other striker that will go and shoot
go
like that.
far
wallahi.
post, yeah.
You go far post. You go on the ground, low
Across
and
the
hard.
keeper, yeah.
This, wallahi, any non-professional player knows this. This idiot can't even do shit. Wallahi, Azim, up top. Wallahi,
Ahmed, he's trying.
Wallahi, is it?
Martial looked good when he came on, wallahi. Martial's a big game player, you know that? Wallahi, he's not even.
I'm sick of that
got
guy.
extreme,
Ballon
man.
d'Or in his contract with Shinu, he gets injured every 2 seconds, bro. Wallahi, I'm sick of him as well. wallahi.
Hassan, wallahi, chill.
Anyways, Azam, that goal that they scored, that first goal, back to what Hassan has been saying, screaming this whole time, playing at the back. these idiots, say Maximan is right here, Isaac is right here, and Willock is right here. Wallahi, they're all like this, like they're about to do a 100-meter sprint.
Romero.
Wallahi, and this idiot, Martinez, decides, oh, wait. Oh, now let's play. As if it's going to make a difference. He plays it to De Gea.
He's a bad defender.
He's not a bad defender, wallahi. It's just a dumb decision to make in that moment. That moment, you know what you do? Everyone up. Look at how they're all standing, yeah. I mean, they're about to press the shit out of us. You give it to De Gea, hits it long, that goal was never going to happen at that time. It all started with that stupid mistake, wallahi.
Next year, that team's going to grab, they're going to get Madison, and they're going to grab probably Declan Rice.
Nah, relax. He's coming Arsenal. He's coming Arsenal, bro.
Where's the financial fair play? You know all these both of them together. That's 200 mil probably.
Yeah. No, but they can fudge the books just like all your other teams do.
Yeah, and then Bashwaya like City in the.
And then nothing happens to them as usual.
Yeah,
what's gonna happen to City? Once you City lose anything, nothing's gonna happen, bro.
No, like, but Newcastle splashing the cash, or like we actually want that to happen.
Why?
Let them break financial fair play. Because we need another team in there.
Yeah, we need to see that, bro.
And Newcastle's actually by far like the other, like the best team that you would
And
want
they
to see.
played well this year, bro. They deserve it, wallahi.
Yeah,
They lost, like, they didn't win a game for a whole month and they're still third, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what a team, bro. Like,
They stuck around, cuz.
They're really good, wallahi.
They don't drop points.
and
They got over the slump. Wallahi.
Yeah.
It was just draws.
And cuz Isaac is the truth, bro.
Alisson Maxima is the truth, wallahi. Kid, it was so
That guy, first of all, he made I brought Anthony in the blender.
Yeah, the way he was destroying.
He actually sent him alive to
Even
shops.
Dello. No, but Alexander Isak, did you see that when the ball? No, the ball that came off it and he controlled it.
He killed Lissandro
Turned.
Martinez.
Wallahi, actually, Malim.
Hey, you want to pick out
He
moments?
sent Lissandro
Wallahi,
Martinez to the
pick out
mouth.
50 Romero moments. Wallahi, don't pick out moments.
What?
Wallahi, that slide tackle that he did in the Champions League recently, coming to the guy's neck here, I mean.
Yeah, but he doesn't get burnt like that, bro. I don't think I've ever seen a Romero get burnt like that. Honestly, wallahi.
We'll get plenty
Let's see tomorrow. Phil
Like,
Sims
it's
gonna put him in
games.
the blender.
Wallahi, we'll see. Wallahi.
Sims, wallahi, gonna put him in the blender. My boy, no joke.
You're riding for some trash niggas, wallahi.
Wallahi, watch.
But anyway,
What a game's gonna
wallahi,
be tomorrow morning, wallahi.
that was.
I think
that
it's gonna be
was-
okay. 1-0, but pray for an early goal, wallahi. Hassan.
Everton, we're the only team in the world. We only need one goal, and we know we're not gonna lose the game.
We'll see anyways.
By far the ugliest thing to watch, wallahi. I don't see you sitting there, even if the game is at 8
They
p.m.
don't
for you,
enjoy the
and
football,
watch.
Amir. They enjoy the
You're not watching
result,
that.
but
I'll be watching 5 a.m. league for that game.
Anyways, United, wallahi, unfortunate.
Where's the
Sorry,
bid?
that's it, wallahi. But don't start taking the piss.
where are you finishing, like?
Don't
I was about to ask
start.
that. You think you're gonna finish top four still?
Yeah, 100%. Top four. Get out of here, wallahi. Top four is guaranteed. We were talking about second, isn't that right?
It was first, then it was second.
Arsenal again.
Listen, Azam, at one point,
Talking about
did you
second
not
guy.
think that we were just right behind these guys because we had no pressure? At one point, did you not think that, wallahi?
Only
Let's just be
United fans
honest.
thought that, wallahi.
I'm not, be quiet.
No, mathematically
I'm
it was
not talking
possible.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
No,
Arsenal.
but who
I'm not
actually
talking about
believed?
Arsenal.
Who believed?
No, I didn't believe.
This
Wallahi,
guy,
bro,
Gary
your
Neville,
fan base,
but
come on, bro. Azam.
No one believed this.
Come on, Abdullah.
No one saw Rashford. No one saw Casemiro's continuous performances like this. No one saw any of
they
this
thought they were
stuff.
gonna finish second. They thought it's Man
Not to
City,
win the
then
league.
them, and then Arsenal.
I'm talking about being second.
Second, yeah.
No.
That was
That's what I'm
possible.
saying. That's
No,
you believe that.
that was
yeah?
very possible.
They
So
were
who-
gonna, overtake Arsenal.
No, wallahi, Arsenal, wallahi, you never know. You never know, wallahi.
Abdullah, why are you talking like your team's always dominating? Shut up, man.
I'm
wallahi.
talking about
I
the
know,
fact
relax,
that my
bro.
team's been putting in big performances from the start of the season, and we've been playing the best football in the league, and you guys still don't want to give credit where credit's due. wallahi.
We love Arsenal. You know I'm an Arsenal fan now.
Why are you telling me United were gonna finish second then?
That's offensive, yeah?
Well, wallahi,
you're saying
disgusting.
Arsenal's gonna slip up.
That's below us, wallahi. Don't talk to us about stretch
You're
team.
saying Arsenal's gonna slip up. We didn't say that. We
Shut
said
up,
City.
wallahi.
We said City.
Shut up. No, this guy was saying Arsenal has it.
No, he's saying Arsenal. I never said that. I
You were
even
gonna
told you.
overtake City?
City was right in front of us by
Come on,
what?
bro,
Be
come on.
quiet, wallahi. Be quiet.
Wallahi, you guys are high.
Enough.
At one point,
That's the
like
Man
3
United
games.
delusion, wallahi.
Four games in a row. They were like behind us, in
Delusion,
front of us by
I'm
like
gonna be
4
quiet,
points.
bro. Let's
If
stop.
they lost the
Wallahi.
game and we won, we would have been on top.
You're doing
How is that
you're
not
doing
believable?
United proud, wallahi. Well done.
How is that
Carry
not?
on.
Actually,
Wallahi, you
Man
guys are
United fan.
delusional, bro.
This guy's on a phone call. Wait.
Anyways, let's jump into this phone call, wallahi. Let's move on to the next game. Chelsea against Aston Villa. And we've got Suga Shaun here on the line. I gotta get your take on this. I don't know if you've addressed this online already, but your boy, 15 weeks too late, you might say?
It's a good time, lads. It's a good time. Welcome to the good life.
Let's play.
Welcome to the good life. It's a good life, baby. I'm fasting, so music shouldn't be allowed on the TV right now, but it's a good day.
Let's start off with how it all started. Thomas Tuchel got sacked at the time. Did you? And I know your opinion on this, but looking back at it right now, was that obviously the wrong decision to make?
100%. I feel like as if he was obviously a clear class manager that was obviously able to take us in the situation we was in. to at least winning a Champions League. Like, it's not only winning a Champions League title, like it's the pinnacle of football. Obviously, winning the league will be great, but the Champions League is what we inevitably all want to win. So him being able to steer us into that like win of the Champions League was all we needed, really. So of course it was a wrong sacking at the time. I felt like as if there weren't really many options out there to try and get the team that he had available to actually try and win a title. So I think he just needed time.
There's something that we've been discussing here. I'll give you a chance to speak out, but there's something we've been discussing here. We were saying, was it Graham Arnold?
Aussie.
See, this is the Aussie coming out. But was it was that him or was it Brighton that were doing so well? Like, was everybody fooled basically? Was he even good enough to take on that job?
I don't ever feel like Brighton was doing great, to be honest. I think the style of football kind of suited Brighton because not many teams would attack Brighton in the sense that or sit back in the fact that they respect Brighton. So with their five at the back and the counter attack that they used to use with Trossard used to play wing back sometimes, and they used to have bombing wingers that were just counter attacking. I feel like as if they looked okay on the eye, but in terms of results, he was still a 30% win rate person at Brighton. He never really achieved anything at Brighton in terms of massive success. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I think we was all sold a dream on knowing that because Brighton play a back five system and that we play a back five system, that it would work for us. But inevitably, I don't think it did.
What did you have to say?
Now I was gonna say, what's this period been like for a Chelsea fan though? From the appointment of Graham Potter, like I thought he was gonna be out of his depth. I thought Chelsea needed a manager with big personality, and this guy didn't have the experience or the personality to deal with the club and the players that they had. So it feels like they reset again. Like it feels like they're back at square one from the moment they signed Graham Potter to now as well. Like it feels like they've gone nowhere.
And they've spent like what?
Yeah, and they spent so much money. And these players that they signed aren't really any manager's players.
No.
So whoever comes in,
who's buying? Hey, Suga Shaun, let's get something straight here. I want to ask something.
Yes.
We got
Cool.
10 different. Who's buying these players? Is it Bowley? Is it? These guys make
It's
it
not
sound like.
Potter, cuz.
These guys
It's not
make it
Potter.
sound like that's anyone's like random people at the supermarket just like buying players. Like is he? Like he's who's buying these players, man?
I really didn't. I really at a stage didn't know what. I think everyone kind of has been told, or we're in the know of that. When Tuchel was still in charge, Raheem Sterling is very good friends with like my friends, and Raheem told us that Tuchel phoned him personally to get him to come to the to get him to come to Chelsea. So it was a thing where if Tuchel made that signing, and he must have made a couple signings once he was there for maybe the Aubameyang deal because of the Lukaku crisis and stuff like that. It was all kind of all over the place. And then obviously with Bowley coming in and sacking Tuchel, I don't even know who was really orchestrating the signings for certain things. Like Cucurella must have been an advisory to Graham Potter before, because they're talking to Graham Potter, they said months before they sacked Tuchel. So it doesn't make sense that Tuchel would have, they allowed Tuchel to make certain signings, or they probably used Tuchel to make signings like Sterling and Aubameyang as a pull, because probably no one would have joined. Them players wouldn't have joined if they knew Graham Potter was the manager at Chelsea. So I think it was all over the place like that. And regarding things, question about how I feel, like I'm literally going to games and I'm numb to losing now. Like I go to Stamford Bridge and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not up for it. I'm not happy. I'm not even booing anymore. I'm used to losing at home.
It feels like
teams.
it's been a waste of a season, really. Wallahi.
It has to be changed.
Yeah.
And it feels like a waste of a season.
And where do you go from here? Is it sign Joao Felix, make sure he's permanent, just make sure you get Nagelsmann or something like that? Where do you go from here?
Is it Nagelsmann or is it Nagelsmann? Who's your guy?
Do you know what the thing is? It's like everyone's saying, do they want project management? Do they want another project at Chelsea and stuff like that? And Nagelsmann's a project kind of guy. I'm not really sold on the fact that they keep talking about projects because there may be young managers. Maybe they're good managers. Like maybe they're just good managers. Like I'm not too sure about the Enrique thing. He's a guy that knows how to manage big players, big profiles. He's dropped big players from obviously international tournaments. He didn't even want to bring Ramos to the Spain team. But in terms of Nagelsmann, Enrique, Conte's now back available. I don't know if I really want Conte. Jose Mourinho with money would be dangerous. We know what Jose is capable of, and I think everyone's forgive him for like going to Tottenham and Man United. And I don't think they'll mind just getting him back if he was able to steer us wins. Pochettino I wouldn't take because he's Tottenham, and we never take Tottenham scraps.
Yeah, because it's
So
We've got a Tottenham guy.
yeah, I wouldn't want him. But I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed about any of them, to be honest, because I all feel that they're better managers than Potter. We're never going to be able to get Tuchel back. But
Who do you
yeah,
want? Who do you actually want? Like, which manager do you want? Like, pick your one. Who do you want?
I wouldn't mind. I genuinely wouldn't mind. Like, I'm quite nostalgic in the fact that I would like to see Jose Mourinho back in the bridge, because Chelsea's been only made from Jose Mourinho. So it's a thing where, like, I know people feel like as if he's a dinosaur and he's outdated with his tactics, but I feel like as if he was just dealing with what he had to deal with once he left Chelsea, because Man United were in a bad place at the time. Ollie obviously and him both done as what they could to get them into second positions, and obviously the Tottenham job, no one can do the Tottenham job. So I guess maybe Jose for me. Nagelsmann I'm not fussed with. I'm not fussed. He's a very, very short priced favourite to join, so it's probably going to be Nagelsmann. So I'm not really worried. But because Nagelsmann is supposedly he plays a lone six, but Kimmich has been playing that lone six for God knows how long now at Bayern Munich, and this is why they concede goals, because in terms of defensive wise, they're not great, and they concede goals weekly. So we don't really fit that profile of player at the moment. We need a DM and a striker, but yeah, that's how it goes for now, to be honest.
What are you saying?
And what I wanted to know what you thought about what you think about Mudryk. Like, do you believe that what all these people are saying how he's a flop and whatever, or do you actually believe that he's going to be dangerous once he kicks off?
Yeah, like Mudryk thing is like, I feel like as if it's just the Arsenal people still online trying to get at Mudryk because of the fact that he just kind of left them. But I feel like as if he still needs the time. Like, everyone's been talking about him. Even the Arsenal people said he hasn't played league football for God knows how many months. He needs time to adjust. He still needs to get fit. And to be honest, he's only really played like five games worth of minutes. He's played 8 or 9 games now, but some of them have been like 10, 15 minute, 20 minute cameos. I think he really only started against Fulham at home and the game on the weekend. So I'm not really fussed. Like, he's very eager to score. Obviously, you saw the chance on the weekend when he took it from outside the box and just snatched it quickly. I feel like as if he's just so eager, because when he scored at Everton, that offside goal, you saw how happy he was. I think he's just very eager to want to get and like to hit the ground running. So I'm here to give him time. Like, I still don't think he's fit yet, but I see glimpses in his game. Like, his movement and his intelligence and the speed that he has is there. In terms of like finishing and all that kind of all-round stuff, his touch and stuff like that in possession hasn't been the greatest, but I'll give him time.
Let's finish off by your prediction for the Champions League. Where do you think is gonna happen with this one?
Well, every time we seem to sack a manager just before we get to the last 8 or 4 or whatever, we end up winning the Champions League. But I feel like the draw has just been too difficult for us. I feel like we can beat Real Madrid, but we need to avoid. Well, Ramadan Benz is a dangerous side, but I feel like we could beat Real Madrid over the 2 legs. But running into Bayern Munich and City after that is just dangerous.
Yeah,
I don't think we could beat.
Is that the only thing going on for you guys right now? Is it top
Champions League
4?
or death?
Yeah, it's Champions League or we die next year, and we have to hope that whatever manager we bring in wins the league.
Well, it is what it is, Sean. You got what you wanted anyways, so it's a good week for you.
Yeah, but I'm calling it for a long time, so I'm glad it's happened.
Anyways, would you guys want to say anything, or should we wrap this up?
The GOAT, boss.
The GOAT, Sean. Thanks again for coming on, man.
Nah, man, it's cool, man. Big up, man. I love you lot, man.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Yes, guys.
Yeah.
The
GOAT is at a
Now,
tail.
I want to say something one night, yeah?
Midget!
I want to ask you something. Do you remember before we went to jail?
Yeah.
Remember I said to you, when you became Muslim, I told you how that fake shahada he took. And I told you guys that watch, this is the new throw. I go, watch, I said, I'm going to watch, if you need something else. To remember, I remember.
Let's see where you're going with this.
I remember we said that.
What's the next throw off?
Do you remember what I said to you, Abdullah? And that was jail, yeah? That jail, it came out 3 months later, which is nothing, just like a peanut sentence. Watch, in 6 months, it'll be something else. How can he fake this whole jail sentence to start off with? Just like he faked the
irrelevant with
just like he faked the shahada, just like he faked everything else.
On that point.
No, Wallah, I'm not.
On that point.
Wallah, I'm not conspiracy I'm not conspiracy Wallah, I'm not usually.
No, like actually this a few times you've done this now. Yeah,
Well,
this is serious.
this might be a conspiracy that you're on. Guess when he came out? 31st of March. You know what that is? That's when the Matrix was made. You know how he's talking about the Matrix? The Matrix?
Like, I mean, do you actually think he's gonna stay there forever? I'm telling you, the whole thing's planned. It's like fake charges. He's not like it's just.
No, it's not fake charges, bro.
It's all
Relax, bro.
fake, bro. Wallahi, it's
You know what he said? You know what he said when he first came out? I sent you guys the video, yeah? I did nothing but do 7,000 push-ups and read the Quran. That's what he said.
Watch, in 6 months gonna be something else. But remember I said this, yeah? I
Allah
said
is
before
the
we went jail,
goat,
when we went Muslim, I was like, it's fake. It's for something. It's for clout. I was gonna look for the next thing. Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Well, I said that, and then we went to jail. Thing. Now watch in 6
That's
months.
our Muslim brother. We love him.
In 6 months,
He's out.
In 6 months will be something. What about his brother? No one's even asking about his brother. Yeah,
No one cares.
His brother could be in jail. Could be dead. No one cares anymore. Yeah.
He came out with him, wallah.
Lay man.
Is he hating on his brother?
It's the biggest loser, like.
Even the Muslim move, he didn't make. Wallah, he didn't even win the akhirah. Wallah, nothing.
Apparently he did.
Has my Suga Shaun Muslim too?
No, he's not.
Oh, I think everyone's saying Shada.
He probably will, but all his friends are
Inshallah,
Somali,
lock it in.
And
I'm
his
like,
Nad's
go-
boys
you know
out.
what to say, wallah. Go
Thank
back.
God, wallah. I wish Nad was here so he can talk about his own boy, wallah. That's all right. Anyways, let's finish off. Boys, do you guys want to say anything?
I'm competitive.
Like next time, bring in expressions.
I mean, you have to say it with confidence.
Azam,
Competitive.
You gotta bring it onto the thing, yeah. Naturally. You
I
can't just
didn't
say
want
it.
to say anything, so I had to say it.
Azam, next time, bring in expressions. We don't want to hear Chelsea fans. Allah Adim.
Sometimes.
Expressions?
Yeah.
Expressions is too big, bro.
What's expressions?
Huh?
Oozing expressions, huh?
I'm telling you, expressions, 1 million views.
I
What's going on
like.
here?
Might as well get troops, wallah. Get troops.
Nah, Robbie, nah.
Pigeon!
No screen
Let's take it one step at a time, wallah.
Yeah?
But we're gonna bring an AFTV fan here when Arsenal win the league. Watch.
Hey,
gonna
what? We
bring him
should
on.
have got Ferdinand, bro.
We're gonna bring
Ferdinand was in
James.
Australia, yeah?
Room of Arsenal fans.
Ferdinand's in Australia. Nah, bro, Barack Obama, cuz. Ferdinand was in Australia, but.
He was.
What I was?
The other podcast got him. You know that?
Which one? The offside, whatever.
Yeah, because they're like this with them, bro.
No, we're here collecting rubbish, yeah?
Now we go our boy Craig Foster. Isn't that enough?
What's that?
One,
I'm not Craig Foster, but come on.
one boy, one day at a time,
We're
bro.
not talking about refugees. That's not the reason. That was charity, wallahi.
Now, Arch Thompson is next. We're gonna slowly بالراحة كده, and then we'll get to the.
I'd love to get
three or
Arch
four
Thompson,
down.
wallahi.
Arch Thompson will be
All-time score.
fire.
He's on the only soccer player on the Guinness World Records. Yeah?
And then do you respect that record, by the way?
Most goals in international game.
You respect that?
Of course I do.
Because of his level, that's why you respect it.
Yeah,
That's why.
I don't even know that.
Against American Samoa.
American
What's the difference between American Samoa and Faroe Islands? What's the difference, wallahi? Straight up.
You don't know.
Archie Thompson can score 13, قول له. مش Ronaldo can only score 2.
Arch Thompson, if you ever watch this, come on, wallah.
Let go.
Anyways, let's finish off. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Thank you again for 1 year of support. We'll see you next time. Take care.
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. I got you other niggas look confused. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce. I got the juice. Watch. I got the juice. Watch. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce.